Hi, welcome to part 2. You will have noticed that part 1 was a little bit slower than some of my other time-lapse demos, and that's just to give you an idea of it. It's a little bit more exciting when it happens with the bigger brushes, and there's a lot going on at the start of the painting, and I thought I'd slow it down so that you could see more of how the brush work happens at the start. This video will be moving a little bit quicker with the smaller brushes coming out towards the end. I really don't want to bore you to tears with it, so what I'm going to talk about in the commentary in part 2 is personal style. Now, I remember being at art school thinking, oh, I just need I need a more distinctive style to my work, and I'm being quite kind of anxious about it, and it's difficult because you've got to let your personal style evolve. And the evolution of a personal style needs to be a gradual one. And the reason that I'm talking about it with this Glencoe piece is because anyone that follows my work might think that this is very different to my usual style. There's not the big sky, there's not the water, but really there's very few things I'm changing with this one. And really want to just change one thing at a time. If you think about a golfer who is wanting to change their swing, they're wanting to learn how to hit the ball better, it's very difficult to take on numerous different things to apply to your stroke at once. You want to think about one new thing at a time, and it's a bit like painting where you want to try something new, but don't change it up entirely, or there'll just be too much stuff to think about. So with this one, the major thing that's a little bit different is composition, and key to developing your own style is to really always look out there, go to galleries, go and view work. You've got to be aware of what's going on out there with contemporary work, but also work of past masters, and this is very much inspired compositionally by Matisse. I've just finished a block of colour. Some of my students, some of whom may actually be watching this, have heard me banging on about Matisse. If anyone produces any work in creative colour, they should have a look at Matisse's work. But this time it's not really about Matisse's colour use, which influences me as well, but it's actually the composition. So if you look at a piece of Matisse's called The Dance, you will see similarities to the layout of what's happening, and also Matisse's The Snail, which is a collage piece. First of all, The Dance is all about movement within the composition, and how the eye moves around the composition, and that interests me a lot. But with this one, it happens very differently from our other paintings. And with The Dance, it's all about movement, but a kind of rhythmical movement and a swirling movement, and it's all key to the changes in diagonals within the dancer's arms as they join hands around in a circle, and it brings the eye around the painting in a kind of a way which accentuates here the swirling of the wind and the dramatic brooding landscape of Glencoe. Also with the snail is all about a circular movement of colour, and the blocky nature of the colour that's put down here. A lot of that is from influence from that collage piece. Obviously, if you look at the collage piece, it's very different from this, but the circular composition and the use of the spaces between the blocky marks, and certainly the high key colour combined with black and white. Matisse did like to use bright colours and used balanced bright colours from all around the colour wheel, and you can hear a little bit about me talking about him in my video Colour Theory Hue Saturation. Nice online tip, social media site for keeping a good varied influences, keeping good varied influences, is Pinterest. Pinterest is great for just grabbing something, an image that you've seen on the internet, or an image that you want to look up, and then grab it on Pinterest and put it on one of your inspiration books or pin boards, if you like. And what that does is it just gives you a wide range of influences there. When you're developing your own style, you don't want to be influenced too much by one or two artists, but a breadth of artists. You know, I like this artist because of their colour, I like that artist because of the application, I like that artist for the composition. If you're too led by one artist, it can lead to you not being original enough, really trying to recreate what that artist was doing rather than a follow on from that. Developing your own style is all about authenticity, and you've got to do things naturally. I think the best paintings that you paint are when you're on autopilot, and it's just painting itself. You're painting by instinct, and that only comes when you are comfortable with the way that you're applying the paint and the way that you're interpreting your ideas, and that only comes through evolution, and you need to have patience for that to happen. Patience and hard work bring about a personal style. Thanks for watching part 2. All that's left is to sign this piece. Please subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks a lot.